I was on the fence for the longest time about getting this lens, and after a few months in my wish list, I finally pulled the trigger on it. In this video, I'm going to give you my reasons, so stick around in case yours are the same. Let's get right into it. So good to be seen, and it's even better to see what's going on. Welcome back to another video. In case we're meeting for the first time, put her there. My name is Francis. I'm a destination wedding photographer based out of sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. I know I took a little sabbatical, but it wasn't because of a burnout, but because I had to shoot weddings, mini sessions to promote, and tons of editing to do, but I learned a lot being away from the channel. I'd love nothing more than to teach you the knowledge I've acquired, so if you'd like for me to share that with you, then stick around. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Canon RF 100mm macro ISL USM lens, which I purchased about, I want to say 2 months ago. I've had my fair share of usage with this thing, and I must say I regret not doing it sooner. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to explain in a way so that you can consider if your reasons for doing so mirror the thoughts you've been having. First and foremost, I'm now a full-time wedding photographer, and this is a staple in our bags. As the title itself explains, this lens is used predominantly for its macro capabilities because of its amazing magnification of 1.4 times, as well as its minimum focusing distance of about 26 centimeters or 10.2 inches, making it incredibly awesome for capturing detail. It's worth mentioning that I took pictures of my hand sanitizer and got much closer using manual focusing than Canon claims you can have. I was able to take this shot tack sharp at just 3.5 inches away from the actual hand sanitizer. I say that wedding photographers like myself need it because when the bride and groom are getting ready, this is when you whip it out and go to town with the details. I'm talking about wedding bands, rings, sparkly shoes, invitations, flowers, cufflinks, you name it. It's the perfect lens on which to accentuate all of those nooks and crannies that the couples are going to want to remember to add to their story. There's no better lens on the market on which to do this, and having that magnification ability gives you the power to crop in a little bit in post and make those details stand out even more. The second reason I got this lens is due to the fact that it doubles as a portrait lens as well. I've given this to my second shooter time and time again, and at weddings, he loves it, mostly because of two factors. The focal length is extremely flattering when capturing candids from afar, and for its aperture, that is really very fast. 100mm is extremely close to my favorite portrait lens of 85mm, and it's also close to the ever so popular 105mm. Furthermore, the f2.8 aperture allows for plenty of light to come in, thus giving you that creamy background we all strive to have. Last but definitely not least is the fact that this features what Canon calls hybrid image stabilization. Not only will the hybrid IS help you from stabilizing the camera when it's moving up and down, but also when the lens is rocking forward and backward. This comes in handy when you're trying to get shots of those aforementioned details and items and candids of the entourage at the wedding. When paired with an R camera that has IBIS, you can actually get up to 8 stops of shake correction when you use this lens. And now for the elephant in the room, and that's the new spherical aberration ring located just behind the manual focusing ring. SA, as Canon calls it, allegedly allows you to adjust the depiction of the bokeh. They claim it allows the user to change the shape and character of the foreground and background bokeh. I took it upon myself to capture a few pictures of myself with some strip lights in the back so that you can judge for yourself. I'm not exactly going to call this a gimmick because I can see how the look may be appealing for creative photography, but when it comes down to using this lens for the purpose for which it was intended, I'm definitely gonna leave that SA ring right in the middle, unless of course I'm feeling fancy. In honesty, I think you should buy this lens for its macro capabilities as well as its portrait ability, and only consider the SA ring as sort of like an added bonus. That's gonna do it for me. That's my review of the Canon RF100 Macro ISL USM. So what do you think? Is it going to go into your camera bag soon, or are you gonna pass? Let me know in the comments, and if you do want to check it out for yourself, hooked you up with the link in the description. I hope you got a little value out of this video, and if you did, hey, stick that thumb you know where, and if you want to see more videos like this one, then hang around because I'd love to have you. Feel free to leave video suggestions in the comment on the way out because this is a YouTube channel I want you guys to control. My name is Francis, and see you in the next one.